All right, friends, how are you today? Aaron here bringing daily horoscope for Monday, the 14th of September, 2020. Hopefully everyone had a really fantastic weekend. Energy really picked up here on Sunday as the moon was in Leo and, connecting to Venus. Okay, that's so Venus, that connection for, a lot of us starts early on Monday morning. Okay, and we had all these kind of squares going on, these little semi-squares going on, which is balance to our lives. And we have to do this in order to do this. And in order to achieve this, we can't neglect this, balance, 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 and how we juggle life. Okay, and the moon now moving through the sign of Leo is going to make a beautiful sextile over there to Mercury. Mercury's making a lot of connections today, okay? Really bringing balance into our lives, balance into our minds, balance into our communication, balance into our relationships. Okay? Very, 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 very powerful connections going on. And Mercury, the moon, kind of freeing itself of those squares that are still connecting with Venus, the North Node, and Uranus, which is like, I've got to march to the beat of my own drum. I have to express myself and be myself, follow my own path, and break free of whatever traditions are going on and stay focused on my life and what I need to do to be of service. And what I'm focusing on, of course, I can see my dreams, my ambitions, my creativity, my imagination, and where we're going to go. Okay? Jupiter is direct right now. It's out of, station. It's not station direct. It's not retrograde anymore. It's the first of our outer planets to move forward. When the planets are retrograde, a great expression is that they're sleeping, that they're so close to Earth. Uranus, Mars, Eris, Chiron, Neptune, Saturn, Pluto, all retrograde. So, we're really relying on the power of the Sun, Mercury, and Venus right now, as well as our emotional moon, to guide us. So this is a really great blessing, having the moon here, moving through the sign of Leo right now and getting ready for this this new moon that we'll talk about, another day. So we have this courage, this ability, this power and strength to shine our light, no matter what's going on, no matter what circumstances are happening, right? And something we kind of touched on yesterday. It's like, courage. It doesn't mean we don't despair or it means in spite of anything, whatever is being thrown at us, we have the courage and power and strength to stand up to do what's right. We have the power and strength to stand up to be ourselves. Okay. So the moon now creating this cool sextile, okay, easy flow of energy, Again, Mars is our inertia. Okay. I think I want this. I love this. I think I want it, and this is how we get it. Okay. So the moon and Venus moving through the sign of Leo right now is a huge blessing to us and giving us that power and strength that we need to make things happen. Okay. So we can definitely be the ones to take the initiative right now and communicate whatever needs to be communicated, or the strength and power right now to, again, to be ourselves and to not be afraid to be ourselves, to celebrate ourselves, right? Really, really, really cool. So Mercury, sextile to the moon, balance, power, strength, courage, and even romance. We can be feeling very romantic on a day like this. Okay, with Venus and the moon so close together, our emotional needs and our emotional wants, what we were valuing. So we can look at ourselves, and it doesn't matter, what age we are, what our body style is, single, partnered up, married, it doesn't matter. There's this great sense of loving self, okay, appreciating our bodies, appreciating wherever we're at in our journey, okay. And now, continuing on, just an hour ahead, now the moon starts to make that septile to the North Node, where we're fully expressing ourselves, okay, and communicating whatever needs to, or it's insight, whichever one, okay, balancing our minds. And we have this great septile here to the North Node, okay. So what started as that square, okay, late Sunday night, and the square continues with Venus and Uranus, Okay, breaking through, breaking free, marching to the beat of our own drum. And now we're feeling more empowered to be able to do that, more empowered to be able to seek new knowledge and new possibilities. Extremely important as we have the North Node squaring Neptune. What is possible? Okay. I was in some great conversations. I'll share with you some great conversations last night over a bonfire with a friend. He personally knows a gentleman that went blind over time. And when he lost his sight to see, here, he gained this mental clarity and he can remote see. And my friend tested him. He's like, I don't really believe this. I don't believe this is possible. So he said, you know, what am I wearing right now? And the guy said, put some clothes on. And my friend said, I was literally just in a towel. And he's just like, okay, lucky guess. He's just like, what's behind me in the right corner? He said, it's a sword. And lo and behold, it was a sword, you know? And it's just like things like that it's like so hard to explain. So hard to explain. How is this possible? But yet it's possible. And he's not the only person that does this. There's many healers and you know, remote healers and seers and mediums and things like that a lot of us, you know, 99% of the world are just like, how is this possible? You know, or just holding on to someone's pulse for just a moment of time and being able to understand an illness and illnesses and going on within the body, dis-ease, better than a doctor who's studied medicine their whole lives, you know, because the medicine that they have learned is only, you know, it's that, you know, it's in this box. This is how you heal this ailment. This is how you heal a headache. This is how you heal whatever, you know, and there's all these possibilities, you know. Even, what's the gentleman's name? I've got it pulled up here on my phone. 1 second. Someone else that, you know, like incredible, Russell Targ, Russeltarg, Russell Targ, with ESP, the power of intuitively knowing the future or knowing what's coming. And this gentleman went to the government or whatever and said, test me on this. I'm gonna tell you what the price of silver is going to be to the T. Okay, and he nailed it. And it's just like, again, a lot of us are like, how is that even possible? And so we have the ability to tap into this kind of unknown energy. Okay, so although we're in a certain sense boxed in and with all this Capricorn energy, okay, and this is the law and the order, and this is how things are done, and if you want to be a doctor, you know, this is your medical degree, and these are the medicines you use, and these is how you cure patients, you know, but there's all kinds of other possibilities. Okay, and the South Node there in the sign of Sagittarius is alleviating our minds that this is the only way that things can be. Okay, so the North Node is saying, seek out this other stuff. All right, Mercury creating all this balance in our lives. Mercury creating the sextile down here to the moon creating the septile to the North Node. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Maybe you're a channeler, maybe you're a remote viewer, maybe you're this distant healer, you know, and it's just about tapping into this energy, this unknown kind of energy. And if we focus and if we do our work, another astrologer, Bracha Goldsmith, she used to go by Barbara, but Bracha, B-R-A-C-H, she's really lovely. And she does channels, you know, she channels the Palladians, and it's, you know, it's kind of like interesting, just like the, you know, Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks channels Abraham. And it's just like, how do we, what? So it's this astrologer, and she'll come up and, you know, and her voice goes really high. And it's just really, really fascinating. And she put out a video about her channeling, you know, very humbly and vulnerably put it out there. And showing people, like, you know, you can do this. And when it's with practice. And the sun there in the sign of Virgo is saying, you know, be consistent at this work. Be consistent at this work. And what will come is amazing. All right. Not only that, but look, we have the sun creating its trine over here, easy flow between earth sign and earth sign, and the change, you know, we're shining light on the things that can change in our lives. And Pluto's all about death and transformation. Okay? We can put a death to a part of the ego mind as it's, you know, squaring Mars here, and open up to new possibilities as long as we're doing the work. Mercury, septile over here to Saturn, doing the work. Okay, doing the work that we need to do brings balance. If we lay in bed all day long and don't do anything, you know, that's mental. It can be mental depression, and then it can be physical. All right, it can, you know, right there, this opposition to Chiron, this can have an effect on our body. And if we get up and do things, even sometimes if we don't want to do them, you know, there's a great strength that we gain from it, this great power. And as the moon continues to move through the powerful sign, emitting and shining our light as bright as can be and consistently as possible, it's going to be creating these septiles, this triseptile here, up to Jupiter, direct. Okay, so this planet of abundance and expansion of our physical reality. Our physical reality is changing. Our physical reality is expanding. Okay? Creating that septile, creating the change that we need to, the transformation that we need in our lives to bring us balance. And then it will pick up that septile over here to Saturn. Okay? Really, really powerful day. So again, it's just like the sky's the limit. Whatever we're going to focus our energy on is what we're going to, you know, what we're ultimately going to get. And something else that this is kind of shining on is, like, look, we're going to have ebbs and flows all the time. We're going to have breezy, awesome light days, you know, sipping Mai Tais on the beach with a little straw paper umbrella thing. And there's going to be days that we have to work hard, or that we want to do X, Y, and Z, and all of a sudden, you know, P comes in, well, let's find it, M comes in, I don't know, just some random letter, some random thing comes in and throws us off, you know. And can we maintain our consistency no matter what's coming our way, whether it's the sunshine or the rain? You know, complaining, it's an interesting thing, but, you know, do we have to complain about things, or can we just say, okay, this is what it is? You know, the sun's still shining as bright as can be when it's raining. The sun's still shining as bright as can be when it's a winter snowstorm above those clouds. You know, it's still staying consistent no matter what. No matter what's coming our way down here on planet Earth. It's a great day, great change, and expanding our minds, expanding the laws of reality, expanding our own limits, okay? So expanding ourselves and having the courage to do that, having the courage to be ourselves and to seek our own path. It's a great start of a week, my friends. As always, I appreciate you so much. I love you, I wish you enough. We'll see you tomorrow.